Have you ever had the feeling of doing everything right and still not being enough? My name is Taylor, and for a long time I believed that singing well would be enough, that talent spoke louder than anything else. I had a band. We poured sweat into the stage for real, made music with soul, rehearsed for hours, dreamed together. The people who listened loved us. The energy at the shows was intense, but for some reason, the doors never fully opened. Compliments always came with an invisible break, and I began to notice an uncomfortable pattern. When things were about to get serious, contracts, investors, production, the interest evaporated. No one said anything directly, but the looks, the pauses, the way they dodged the subject said everything. Until one day, a producer pulled me aside after a performance. He praised my vocal power, my charisma, the originality of the band, and then dropped a sentence that stuck with me. You have everything, but maybe your image does not work in the market. The image. That cursed image.
Oh, and just before we go on, don't forget to leave a like, hit subscribe, and tap the bell to stay updated on all our transformation stories.
The truth is, I had always been a woman in a large body, fat in the eyes of society, but I never felt small. I always took up space with pride, with my voice. But in that moment, I understood that the problem had never been the music, it was the body singing it. And that broke me. I went home that day in silence. For the first time, I began to wonder if my appearance was preventing me from being heard, from being seen as a real artist. It was not about self-esteem or vanity. I liked who I was. But I decided to change. I walked into the gym as if entering a war against the looks of others, against the weight of expectations. I started training every day, changed my diet, changed my routine, even changed the way I breathed. And with every pound I lost, it felt like I gained another inch of attention. Invitations started to appear. First, more followers, then interviews, a festival, a music video, a contract. The same people who once ignored me now applauded me, as if I had finally become viable. And here is the hardest part to admit. I felt divided. Part of me thrilled at the recognition, the bigger stages, the success I had always dreamed of. But another part kept asking, did I have to erase myself to shine? I will not lie, my health improved, and so did my energy. I discovered a strength in myself I did not know existed, but I also discovered how much the industry and society still measure value in inches and calories. The strangest part is that people now say things like, you look amazing, you were reborn, this is the best version of you. But what if I say that the best version of me was always here? It just did not fit the mold they expected. Today, I keep singing. My band is doing well. But inside me, I carry the memory of the Taylor from before, the one who stepped on stage without questioning herself, the one who did not need to shrink to be noticed. If you are listening to me now and feel like you have to change to fit into the world, let me tell you something. Your value is not in your weight. Your voice does not depend on your size. I changed, yes, but the world also needs to change, because talent has no size, and no woman should ever have to get smaller to be heard.
Love transformation journeys that move you? Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more on losing weight stories.